What is going on, guys? KrysticMusic here. Welcome back to the channel, and if you're new, welcome. We are glad to have you. Today, we're going to be reacting to Hanumankind, Big Dawgs, official lyrics and meaning, genius verified. Let's get into it. Alright, you guys, so it's finally happening. I wasn't going to react to this video. I saw it on my YouTube page, and I was like, I'm not going to click on it just in case I react to it. The only reason I would react to it if y'all requested it, and I did get a comment. Here we go. So we're going to go ahead and react to it. So this is pretty cool. Like, I mean, one would assume that Big Dawgs would get the genius, you know, explanation, if you will. So we're going to go ahead and get right into this. I hope everybody's having a great day, great night, whatever you're having. And so, yeah, Hanumankind, Big Dawgs, lyrics and meaning. So maybe there's a deeper meaning. I'm excited. This guy is smart, intellectual. So excited to get to see, you know, the brain behind the lyrics. So without further ado, we're just going to go ahead and get into this. It's 9 minutes and 30 seconds, something like that. Yeah. So I don't know how long this video is going to be, but thank you for watching. Here we go.
The name is Hanumankind. I've seen people butchering the name online, and that's okay. It definitely comes off as humankind when you read it in the beginning.
Yeah.
It's an amalgamation. It's a bringing it together of two worlds. Hanuman is an important figure within my culture and within my society. Mankind is the rest of the world. So we just, you know, brought the worlds together.
Yo, shout out to the comment section, because literally, I know I was one of those people who butchered his name. Like, what do you expect? But one of the comments, or a couple of the comments, were like, Hanumankind, and I'm like, thank you for that, because I mean, we reacted to a lot of his songs just because I didn't know him. So I didn't know any of his catalog, but thank you so much to the comment section. I can only thank you guys for explaining his name, for me not to butcher it too bad. You know what I mean? But we're gonna go ahead and get into this. That's crazy. I'm glad I know I'm not the only one. All right. Got the little genius. Let's get into it.
Big Dawgs was fun, man. It came from a very honest place. My boy Call Me, shout out to my boy Call Me, who was the producer behind this, made me a beat. The energy was amazing. The power that it brought within me and out of him was just a beautiful thing to feel. The music video was just a coming together of people that care and wanted to
Dang, look at him. Look at all his chains, jewelry. You got grills? Woo! Stunting on these people on Genius. Let's go.
We just sat and came up with the idea of, you know, there's skirting the whip. You can do the traditional skirt a whip, have some bad bitches on the side, throw some money around. We were just like, hey, man, like, if you're skirting the whip, why not do it inside of the well of death?
Well of death. There was a comment that was like, out of all the reactions that they saw, I was the only person who was like curious enough to be like, you know what is it? So I went on Google, I researched it, did my little FBI research thing going on, and we found out what it was, and it was awesome. But I feel like that was cool because that's something that I just innately did. I don't know what it was. I was just like, what is this? I need to know where it is, what it is, and how it's done, because it was so cool. I think everybody felt like that. It was just something that I've never seen before in my life, really. So
wait a minute. Get it how you live it.
10 toes in when I'm spending on business. I'm a
big stepper.
Underground methods.
Top-notch hoes.
Get the most, nothing lesser.
For those who don't know, UGK was a very, very prominent, integral part of Houston music and just culture in general. Pimp C and Bun B, what they did for the city of Houston, and what they did just generally in terms of style.
Dude, y'all are awesome. Y'all are like, oh, he's from Houston. Y'all were telling me a story. Y'all are fans before I was a fan. Like, y'all are diehard fans. I appreciate y'all. Y'all, oh, man. Those are the type of people that I want, like, watching the videos and engaging, and like, man, y'all are great. And that just goes to the artist itself. If you like an artist, that's kind of like a reflection of what you like. So, like, props to y'all, man. Y'all are a good fan base.
Stylistics and aesthetics, it cannot be recreated. It is second to none. It's Pimp C's line. Top-notch hoes get the most, not the lesser, right? Pimp C was just ahead of his time, man. He believed in bringing the community together. He believed in putting aside all your petty beef. Focus on getting your money up. Focus on providing for yourself and your community and your family. Rest in peace to Pimp C. I think.
Yo, what is that on his chain? Is that like a talon or something? Or a sword or something? I can't really tell.
He did and what he left behind is monumental. December 4th, 2007 will forever be a dark day in history. Straight terror, product of your errors. Pushing culture, baby, got that product you can measure. I come from a country that unfortunately has a lot of stereotypes and typecasts that have been placed within our communities. I don't believe that these are what define us, right? There's so much more to where I'm from. There's so much of tradition. There's so much of style. There's so much of beauty from where I'm from. That's how you push culture, though. You show them what the truth is. You show them what is reality. Swerving while I'm bumping Project Pat. Project Pat is a pioneer. The style and the delivery that this man has brought to the world, you can hear it in so much of music that you hear nowadays. What he and 3 6 Mafia did in terms of their sound and stylistics, in terms of so many things, there was a time period where they're on top of the world, and I was there for it. Big shout out to Project Pat.
Project Pat. If you don't know, like, that's what I was talking about when I was, like, originally... I originally caught it in Big Dawgs, and I was like, dude, Project Pat has a unique, like he was saying, delivery and his cadence. And I was like, I don't know if I showed it in the video, but I was like researching like people that I didn't know who was using Project Pats, and even like people that weren't as well known as like a Hanumankind or something like. And there was also real known ones. Like you can like name the songs, and like the cadence is just so like unreal, especially if you do it correctly. Man, the legacy. Like that's kind of like first thing comes to mind is like T-Pain when he started that whole, you know, auto-tune thing. He did it like to another level, another cadence, another delivery. At least for me, I'm pretty sure someone else out there can attest to someone else, but like for me and my just living life with music and stuff like that, he was the first one that I was like, man. And then everybody started to get on the wave. If there was another one, you let me know, but that's crazy. That's wild. That's awesome.
The laws, loyal with me, we ain't got a call. Selly on silent, but the product and the hella loud. That's how you make the money pop for everyone involved. So rolling through the city with the Big Dawgs is basically, I'm proud to be able to say that I did this with my boys from the ground up. We will continue doing it with my boys. These are my Big Dawgs. This is a circle that you choose to keep. That's kind of what Big Dawgs symbolizes, right? I'm rolling. We made our own rules. We made our own, you know,
that's what I think I said that on the second video when I was like, these are the same people that are on the first video. You know what I mean? These are the same producer, film crew, everything like that. And I'm like, I think I even said it. I was like, if they stay together, they're going to do big things, like a One Direction or whatever. You know what I mean? But a group like a producer, filmmaker, whatever, beatmaker, artist, writer, whatever. And they stay together instead of like, oh, I'm going to do my own thing because this is getting kind of big. If they stay together, they're going to be even bigger, I feel. But man, that's wild. Respect.
Scenarios, and we created our own future. And if you don't deserve a cut, then we're going to cut them off. My barber got me looking proper every single time. Fresh fade, getting faded on that top grade. The long hair is actually a very new thing. Before all this, I had a very, very clean fade that I carried with pride and dignity. I had a great barber. Shout out to my boy Ashik Bhai. If
he shouted out his barber, that's real love right there. That is real love right there to the barber. Shout out.
Around you that don't deserve a cut, you got to cut them off. Just like my barber, make sure that I stay clean. Make sure that you cut out things that you don't need in your life, people or energies that you don't need in your life, because these things will hamper your progress. That's how we knowing that the flow about to carry on.
I didn't catch it when I was reacting to it, I don't think. But the second time I listened to it, I was like, whoa. I didn't really catch it. Like, I caught the verse, but I didn't catch, like, the whole vibe of the verse or the whole meaning of the verse when he was like, when I die, bury my ashes in the river, y'all, so the flow can carry on. Like, he flows, the river flows, carries on. Genius.
On my journey and throughout a lot of my friends, we have lost a lot of good people along the way. A lot of what we do and how we do it is keeping their memories in mind. When you move, you must remember that maintaining the integrity, not just for yourself, but the people that were there and were rooting for you, is very important. So it's in your memories that we carry on. When I die, they will not bury me, not what I want. Within my country and within my community, cremation is a very consistent and real thing that we do, right? Life to the next, right? The body is a vessel, but the soul will continue to move on. Reincarnation is a very real tradition and belief that we have over here. After this life, you move on to the next one. And I think that this process of cremation is to symbolize that. The remnants are placed into the river where it will flow on and continue into the cycle of life.
It's even more real than I even just explained right now to him. You know what I mean? That's it. That's where he's from. That's his culture. That's how he grew up. That is wild. That is so cool. That is so cool. And I know on Genius, some people, like, they'll, like, write a song, it gets popular, end up on Genius, then they'll have to be like, I gotta figure out what this means. I gotta figure out what this means. Like, what am I gonna say on when I go on Genius? But you can tell, like, it's, like, really matching up. Whether he does it on purpose or it's just, like, something that's just innate in him, you know? It's something that you don't see often.
The Southern family gonna carry me the way beyond anything you've ever known.
Ooh, I didn't even realize that. Southern family. You're talking about Houston?
Anything you've done. It is a brief glimpse of immortality. If you are true to your craft or your beliefs and what you pursue in this life, even when you are gone, a part of you will remain.
Oh, that's so real. And honestly, like, it hasn't even hit me until you just said it. I know, because I know that's what people say, and I know that's like, because I know like that's what people say when they have like a following, but it has never really hit me until now, like with YouTube and stuff. Like, it just makes me want to work even harder, you know what I mean? Like, despite everything that's going on in life, it's like you live your life and you want to live it to the best of your abilities, you know, you want to try not to do wrong on purpose and all that stuff. But like at the same time, when you're gone, for me, I'm gonna have all these videos for my family to watch, or somebody that maybe I impacted. Hopefully, you know, that's all I pray for. But it's kind of surreal to like maybe hear it from someone else in the headphones. I don't know, but I mean, because it's easy to be like, oh, I want to leave a legacy when I'm gone, and like most people, like, you know, just not doing anything about it. You know what I mean? Like, and that's in whatever you're doing. It doesn't mean you have to be in the public. You know, you can be the best if you want to be the best. You know, business person, nurse, doctor. You know, IT person. You know, like it's just something that you leave behind. I feel like that's kind of innate within everyone, whatever it be. Whether if it's, you know, giving advice to a friend. Anyways, this is getting way too deep. Let's get it.
They ask me how you be like this, how you get like this, why you worry about it, ho? Get up out the way. What you think this is? We ain't worried about it, ho. Watch me skirt the whip.
Oh, how many of you wanted to hear him say it?
People are way too focused on how other people are doing their things, how people are getting their money, how people are pursuing their endeavors, how people are just going about their business. I feel like people need to relax on that and take care of your own thing. Get your money up, provide for your family, focus on what's important. Get up on my swerving, moving to the money like it's urgent. Hands on God, so I'm in it like a...
I didn't even know it said hands on God. I thought it said something else. So that's why I was kind of confused. He was like, so I'm in it like a surgeon. But it makes sense now. Maybe that was just me.
The way that they are perceived through their skin tone or their background, automatically assumptions are made, doors are closed, opportunities have been ended. I have experienced it. Many of my people have experienced it. Many of your people have experienced it.
He's so smart.
However, that doesn't stop us from getting what we're supposed to be getting. I'm proud of my heritage. I'm proud of my people. I'm proud of where I'm from, where our skin color is like the bourbon, right? But even within our community, there's layers to this. People are subjugated to a certain way of life and certain treatment by, you know, society at large. Negative implications on how we can move forward as a society. I hear you on nothing's ever certain. Only thing that's promised is that promises are broken.
Yo, when I heard that in the reaction video too, I was like, man, that is the hard. I don't know if this is my favorite verse in the song. Only thing that's promised is that promises are broken. Like, if you know me, I always live the mentality of nothing ever goes as planned. So I think they're kind of one and the same. So it's like, that really stuck out to me. Promises. The only thing that's promised is that promises are broken. So it's like, I know it's not right to live with the mentality of expect everything to go wrong, but it has to be, for me at least, in the back of my mind, like, hey, if something goes wrong, it's okay. It's not the end of the world. You know what I mean? Because odds are your life isn't going to be perfect. You know, everything that comes to you is not going to come easy, and it's not going to come quickly. So like the things that you want, like really want, it's not going to come easy. It's not going to come quickly. And like living that mentality of like, you know, it's okay. I mean, I'm not going to say no one gets lucky, you know what I mean? But if you're not, I do feel like someone who goes through adversity, like they are more likely to handle anything that comes with that, whatever, in this case, like fame, notoriety, all that stuff. So I don't know, just live your life. And whatever struggles, attack it, you know? Sure, you can be like, oh man, I wish this didn't happen. I wish this never happened. We're human, but at the end of the day, I love when something is not going right, because I know it's just gonna make me even stronger in the end. And it's not fun, but at the end, it's fun. Anyways, ooh, I didn't know how to get this deep, to be honest.
Yeah, so we finding ways to cope then. Only thing I'm breaking is her back with emotions. Woo! This is a worldwide phenomenon. There are so many the people being promised this and that, the people that are in positions of power, people that should be helping. But unfortunately, a lot of these promises are broken, and the general population are the ones that have to suffer because of that.
Ooh.
So because
I like how you said the general population, by the way.
Of that, you know, me and everybody else here, we're finding ways to cope, man. And sometimes to ease the pain within my heart, I need to break a back or two. Baby girl, bring out the goodie, snuck it.
Woo! This guy is funny. He's so real, man. Yeah. I was kind of wondering how he would address these things, and he's doing it in a way that's just like the best way you could, honestly. Cause like I was like, he's so intellectual, you know what I mean? So I was like, how's he gonna make this? Bro just says it outright. This is why I said it.
In school, I used to fight the bullies. Now I'm fighting with the law. I guess some things don't leave you fully. These things don't change. It's a cycle. There are figures and authority figures that are constantly suppressing your movement. So we fight that, man. It doesn't change. They try and push me, then they try and pull me.
Oh man, I could go hours on those cycles, like, you know what I mean? Just like in psychology and everything, like, especially what he was saying, like, it's the same thing, same situation, different material, or however you want to call it, your childhood, whatever, whether it's like trauma, the way you move, the way you hustle, the way you work, the way you put things together. When you grow up, it's the same thing, good or bad. And if it's bad, you got to try to understand why you're doing what you're doing. Once you understand it, knowledge is power. And once you understand it, you can learn to heal from whatever you're dealing with. You don't have to get rid of it, but once you understand it, you can therefore turn it around. You know what I mean? That was really big for me. Just doing something, you don't know why you're doing it, but you know you're doing it, and it seems like you can't stop, or thinking it, or whatever the case may be. It's a cycle and it's hard to break, but once you break it, it's over. It's over. It's over. We up.
They're going to try and budge you. They're going to try and push you left to right. But it is up to you to maintain the stability, maintain focus on what is important to you, right? And I bet you that they won't change me. It is my duty to stay to what I'm supposed to do. And if you doubt that, you can call my bookie. You know, I can put you in touch with a good guy or two. If you believe in what it is that you do, rest assured, good things will come to you. But you must believe.
Oh my goodness.
The Well of Death is actually, I don't think it's actually an Indian event. Historically, it's been all around the world. But it is something that you see all across India because it is a very common carnival or circus act. They set up in an area for a month or two. You can see that because the structures are usually fucking very rickety. It's just to be able to make it quickly and then break it apart quickly and take it out. So when it comes to being in the car and the Well of Death, and actually performing this, 10 out of 10 in terms of an experience. But if I had to get inside the car again, I would need some time to prepare myself and get ready because it's not a joke.
Because it's not a joke. No, yeah, I'd be scared to get in there. Wow, that was very, I mean, it was just like I expected. Didn't expect anything different. It was high intellectual, like, material, you know what I mean? You can tell when someone's smart, I guess. You know what I mean? You can tell when someone's been around. Everything that he was saying is probably like in line with a lot of people got from the song. So what he was trying to portray really got across through the audience, his audience, and even new audience that has never heard of him. And that's where it's wild, where you don't even know somebody and you don't even know their past music, and you're able to get what they're saying because you don't know where he's from, you don't know what he's been through, you don't know his past, you don't know his other songs. So that's really powerful. And everything he was saying was kind of spot on, you know what I mean? I agree with everything he was saying, you know, and he's a funny guy, you know, he's not all serious. You gotta have that balance. I realized a little bit ago that life is all about balance, you know. You don't want too much of a good thing, you don't want too much of a bad thing, you know what I mean? An example, like, you don't want to take someone's disrespect all the time, you know. You're still, you got to know your worth at the end of the day. That's just the first thing that comes to mind. Being too nice, yeah, could end up being a bad thing. You know what I mean? Regarding your definition of nice, you know, and being nice is good. Too much of a good thing, maybe a little bit, not bad or good, but you need to, maybe like it's worth taking a second look at and reassessing. And that goes with every aspect of life. That's why I was like, wow, life is wild. You know, you gotta, it's all about balance. You know, you can take that with anything, your diet, you know, exercise. You know, you don't want to go too far every day, work out like 10 times a day, hoping no rest days, you know, because your body literally needs rest to rebuild muscle and everything like that. I used to not believe that too much of a good thing was bad. I don't think it's necessarily bad. I just think you need a balance. You need balance, a good balance, you know what I mean? And I'm not saying good and bad, you know, you don't need to be bad, but balance. and however you define balance, and whatever's right for you, you know. It's easy to look at it from easy perspectives. You know, I always go back, if I'm in a situation, I always go back to looking something simple like food, you know, like, can I never eat pizza again because I want to be healthy? No, I just can't eat it all the time. Yeah, let me know in the comments what you think. I know this was a bit longer of a video, so thank you for staying if you stayed till the end. As always, we have a great day, great night, whatever you're having. Thank you for watching the video. Comment what you think. Comment what was your best part, what stuck out to you. And yeah, once again, my name is KrysticMusic, and y'all have a great day. I'm out. Peace.